Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7. And for today's video, I'll be answering all of your questions about The Flash Season 7. So for those who didn't know, on my community section, about like 2 days ago or something like that, it could be yesterday as well, I posted this message asking you guys to send in some questions related to The Flash Season 7. And we got a couple of questions to answer for this video. And I just basically chose on doing this Q&A related to The Flash Season 7. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. And also make sure to follow me on Twitter if you guys want to see my thoughts on other Arrowverse shows which I don't do videos on or barely do videos on, such as like Black Lightning, Batwoman, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl. Because for these upcoming seasons, I'm just planning on doing The Flash and Superman and Lois, and maybe some Stargirl as well. But you guys can also see my thoughts on stuff outside of the Arrowverse as well, so such as like the DCEU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and even Star Wars stuff, because I am a massive Star Wars fan as well. So all of my thoughts in regards to those are also shared on my Twitter, and also it will just be greatly appreciated if you guys could drop a follow as well, as it does help my Twitter page grow as well. So for anyone interested in dropping a follow, I will link my Twitter in the description down below. Okay, so going into the questions. So the first question we have is from Sean Taylor, who asks, do you think we will see Ginger Wally West? Now my answer to that is no. I don't think we will see Ginger Wally West appearing on the show, especially during The Flash Season 7. Because we technically already have a Wally West for the Arrowverse, which is obviously played by Kanan Lonsdale. Now yes, I do know that Ginger Wally West and our Wally West are two different characters. And don't get me wrong, it would be pretty sweet and cool if we do get Ginger Wally appearing in the show. It would just be really cool seeing that. But if the show is to bring in Wally West, it will only be the one that we already have. So the Arrowverse version of Wally West, that obviously being played by Kanan Lonsdale. So my answer to answering your question, whether we will see Ginger Wally West appearing in The Flash Season 7, I do not think that will ever happen. But maybe towards like the upcoming seasons. But again, I don't see that being a possibility as well. I think we will just stick to the Wally West that we already have. But the next question is from Mustafa Dark Knight, and he asks, will there be a new better suit in Season 7? Okay, so my answer towards this is possibly, because we obviously found out that showrunner Eric Wallace was working on bringing in the gold boots for the Flash suit that we already have. And he did say that he won't just get them like that. They should be earned with like a storyline to explore, which is very interesting the more you think about it. And also Eric Wallace obviously said this during DC Fandome, which was a couple of months back. Over there they did talk about stuff related to The Flash Season 6 as well as The Flash Season 7. So these gold boots would possibly be related to Season 7 in some way. But in regards to a suit upgrade, I think we will just get them gold boots on the suit that we already have. That would just pretty much be it. That would be the final Flash suit that we'll get. It would just be a perfect comic book accurate Flash suit, and it would be really cool to see the gold boots as well. But again, I would not mind at all if we don't get any type of suit upgrade or something like that, because the one we have right now is pretty much perfect to my eyes. At least I would just say bring in the gold boots and that's it. But even if it stayed as it was, I would not mind at all. But to answer your question, I don't think we will see a full-on new suit coming for the Flash, but more along the lines of just adding on the gold boots to the suit that we already have. Okay, so this question is the real deal over here, and unfortunately the wrong person asked this question, but this person may have been hacked or something, we don't really know for sure. But Arrowverse Scenes asks, will the Flash get delayed later than February? So you guys know Gary Gammon is the classic person to ask this question, so maybe Arrowverse Scenes got hacked or something and Gary typed in the question for him. We don't really know. To answer your question, yes, I have heard that the Flash will be getting delayed to March 2022, and also Barry Allen will no longer be our main character, but it will actually be Goldface, who will be actually living in apartment 4 as well, which is actually very very interesting. So now we're gonna have to wait 2 years to see The Flash season 7, and also with Goldface being our main character to obviously look forward to that. But nah, I was just joking, guys. I don't think The Flash will get delayed later than February. The cast are currently on like a short 2-week break, but so far they have filmed around like 7 to 8 episodes, and by the time we reach that premiere date of 23rd of February 2021, we will at least have like 10 to 13 episodes wrapped up and ready to air. So no, The Flash won't get delayed. I still think that we will hit that February premiere date. Now the next question is from Timothy Burnett, and he asks, will Barry ever get his speed back? And to simply answer that question, yes, he will. Barry having no speed would mean that there is no point on having the show, and also we do know for sure, 100% for sure, that by episode 3 of season 7, Barry would have his speed back, whether it's getting the artificial speed force to work or restoring the old one in some way. However they do it, we do know for sure that Barry will get his speed back at least by episode 3. So I would predict either during like episode 1 Barry will get his speed back, or at least during the end of episode 2. I think he will have his speed during episode 3 onwards. Now the next question is from Flash Time, and his question is, when do you think we will see the Reverse Flash next? Now this is a very interesting question, because for those who didn't know, before the whole shutdown happened and before the Flash season 6 got cut down to 19 episodes, during the original season 6 finale, that obviously being season 6 episode 22, we were obviously going to get a massive Thawne cliffhanger. But now, since the cancelled episodes of the Flash season 6, so that being episode 20, 21 and 22, are moving to season 7, but 70% of it will be going to season 7, and they will actually be episodes 1, 2 and 3. However, just with like a couple of reshoots and stuff like that to make it look more like a season 7 over a season 6. So with that, you could assume that we would see that Reverse Flash ending during like episode 3 of season 7. However, for me, it will just be so random having a totally different ending for the 3rd episode of the season. So for me at least, they should move it to like the mid-season finale and make it a cliffhanger over there or something like that at least. But I would think that we would see the Reverse Flash somewhere during the back half of the Flash season 7, but also during episode 17 of this season, which will obviously be our 150th episode. And the next question is from Gamer XD Fury, and they ask, is Zoom going to return? Because he is my favorite speedster and he is so intimidating, and if not, will Red Death be a new villain for season 7? Okay, so to answer this question, we do know that the Flash season 7 is going to be heavily speedster related. And in regards to Zoom coming back, it's not very likely. However, for the 150th episode, which is episode 17 of this season, you should definitely expect Zoom to return then, because for these special type of episodes, they do tend to reflect on previous seasons and bring those like returning characters. So I do think Zoom could come back this season. Now, in terms of your second question, the Red Death part of the question, being a villain for season 7, I don't think so. As I said during my Red Death video that I did a couple of days back, they will never ever do a Bruce Wayne Red Death thing for this show, because obviously they're not allowed to use the character of Bruce Wayne. That's their restriction, and they cannot use Batman as well, so they cannot do that storyline. However, if it is like that Reverse Flash and Bloodwork combo that you're referring to that I've done my video on, then it is highly possible that we'll get that version of Red Death appearing, like the show doing their own take on the character, so Reverse Flash and the Bloodwork combo, which I previously mentioned. But in regards to the Red Death being a villain for season 7, no way, they will not do that. But in regards to this version, well, the Arrowverse version of Red Death possibly appearing, then I do think he would be a villain for the Flash, but I do not think he would be the main villain, at least not for the first half, because obviously Godspeed will be our main villain for the Flash season 7 part 1. But possibly part 2 we could see him be the main villain, we don't really know for sure. And lastly, this question is from Tommy Middleton, and they ask, could the Flash ever do Daniel West's Reverse Flash? And to answer this question, no. I don't think so. The show did have a couple of chances to do a version of that character, like I previously said for Red Death. So we could have had this plot twist with like Nora West Allen, for example, and while working with Reverse Flash, she actually becomes like the new 52 version of Reverse Flash or something along those lines. They could potentially do it with Cecile's child, where she possibly like comes to the future and she's like an evil speedster. We could still get something like that. I don't really know for sure. But in regards to Daniel West Reverse Flash appearing, I highly doubt we will ever see that. But as I said, it is still possible that we could have Cecile's child being like an evil speedster in the future, and she possibly like comes to present day and faces off the Flash. We could possibly see that, but again, I don't see that being a possibility as well. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of my answers towards your questions. And also thank you guys for sending in the questions as well. I had so much fun doing this video. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.